The Passover pictured the utter, complete, and total dependency on Israel, on the God who had chosen to place his love on them. So we are in Exodus 12, 14 through 20, and I have entitled this section, Passover Forever. This day shall be for you a memorial day, and ye shall keep it as a feast to the Lord. Throughout your generations, as a statute forever, you shall keep it as a feast. 7 days ye shall eat unleavened bread. On the first day you shall remove leaven out of your house. For if anyone eats what is leavened from the first day until the seventh day, that person shall be cut off from Israel. On the first day you shall hold a holy assembly, and on the seventh day a holy assembly. No work shall be done on those days, but what everyone needs to eat, that alone may be prepared for you. And you shall observe the feast of unleavened bread, for on this very day I brought your host out of the land of Egypt. Therefore you shall observe this day throughout your generations as a statute forever. In the first month, from the 14th day of the month at evening, you shall eat unleavened bread until the 21st day of the month at evening. For 7 days no leaven is to be found in your house. If anyone eats what is unleavened, that person shall be cut off from the congregation of Israel, whether he is a sojourner or a native of the land. You shall eat nothing leavened. In all your dwelling places you shall eat unleavened bread. This yearly celebration, remembrance of Passover, was to remind the Israelites of several things. First, the generosity of God's grace. Not earned, it was chosen and given. Second, his willingness to unleash his power for their salvation and protection. Third, his uncompromising holiness. He will judge evil in righteousness. Fourth, the importance of trusting and obeying him. But there are things embedded in the yearly memorial that the children of Israel probably didn't understand. One, that this memorial didn't just look to the past, it defined their presence. As they were that night in Egypt, they were now totally dependent on the generosity of God's grace, the generosity of his provision, and his continued willingness to unleash his power to defeat enemies they had no power to defeat. The Passover pictured the utter, complete, and total dependency on Israel, on the God who had chosen to place his love on them. But this memorial didn't just look to the past and define the present. It was a finger pointing not just to the future hope of the Israelites, but to the future hope of all who believe. There would be a night when Jesus would sit with his disciples and declare that the Passover was about him. He was the Passover lamb, and hope would be found in his broken body and his shed blood. But there's a third thing. At the center of the Passover memorial was bread. The Israelites probably didn't understand that that bread had a prophecy embedded in it, because there would be one who would come who would declare that he was, ready for this, the bread of life. That faith is about eating that bread, consuming him by faith. And he's the bread that alone has the ability to satisfy our hunger. So on that night, God is not just rescuing his people from slavery, But he's painting this beautiful picture of what is to come. First, their complete, total dependence on him. And then the hope of the world that would rest on Jesus, the Lamb of God, the bread of life. And he is your hope too.